Hey everyone, welcome back to UCTV. Today, I want to say thank God for one new day and thank God for a new opportunity. I'm your host, Samantha Letois, and as I said, thank you so much for staying with us. And don't forget to visit our website, unitycoalition.org, and also subscribe in our YouTube channel and follow on Instagram and Facebook. We are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 4 p.m. on Facebook Live at fan page in Unity Coalition, and then 5 p.m. on Instagram and YouTube. And this show is provided by Gilead Ambiente Magazine and, of course, Unity Coalition. It's the time just to save and stay safe. This is not over and you have to keep your mask on. Esto no se ha terminado y póngase su máscara. Este es un mensaje de parte de Unity Coalition, Coalición Unida y UCTV. Keep your mask on and at the same time wear it, honey. Make it fashion and make it gorgeous and donation. For only $20.20, you can get your Unity and Diversity t-shirt plus and a mask. As soon as you get it, take a picture and send them to unitycoalitioninfo.org or visit the website unitycoalition.org so you can be part of the total program mass book and also be part of our 1,000 of people participating in our program Unity and Diversity. Keep your mask on. The numbers are getting high and the jobs are getting worse and worse. Our service community is lost of money, so we want to help you. Go to unitycoalition.org and scroll down until you see the green and beautiful icon Michael Giving Fund Coronavirus. So you can donate $20, 15 cents, any money, honey. Everything can help to our community. And also don't forget to share on social media so we can get more and more people. Go to unitycoalition.org so you can check out more information. From now to go on, starting on September 2nd, remember 7 p.m. here on Facebook Live by Unity Coalition, we're going to talk about something that is special for our transgender community, preparing for a healthy life. A talk show only for transgender community, support, resources, and conversations that you can trust and understand. Starting on Wednesday, 4 p.m. on Standard Live and Facebook by Unity Coalition. Remember, 1 p.m. Pacific time, and you can follow us on Instagram and also on YouTube. Preparing for a healthy life for my transgender community, gender no binary and gender no conforming, because it's time to keep safe. And with the news today, our amazing talk show, we're going to have the performance and the beautiful, the diva. Yes, honey, because it's just one person. Ella Marquez, she's the author from the book, I Was Born a Boy from Venus, Coming Home to Venus, and also Eva's War. Yes, all of three books have LGBT, and Ella is the one that is the author. And also, she's a businesswoman, travel, friendly, mother, friend, everything. Oh my God, Ella, welcome to UCTV. Give me some clap.
Thank you very much for inviting me. It's really wonderful. I used to be a member of the board of Unity Coalition and a proud member of the board. I have to say I had to leave it out because I was traveling too much. And I didn't have too much time for the board. But, my Unity Coalition is still in my heart and I really like it. Okay.
Ella, so thank you so much on behalf of Unity Coalition. We all love you. You're still part. I know that you've been busy, but you're still part of Unity Coalition in collaboration and be, putting every single effort that you can do just to make our program and our events make it possible. But Ella, we are so excited to have you here, and we cannot wait just to get and know more about the author from this 3 LGBT book. By the way, you can find that on Amazon. You can buy them on Amazon, and soon they will be on audiobooks, so you can get it, honey, and driving, so you don't have to read it. No, honey, go driving and listen to that book because it's the time that you have to.
Everybody's trying to get me to do it in audiobook, and probably I will do that. It's just a question of time. I want to do that. Yeah.
So awesome, awesome. Let me tell you a bit of Ella, so you know more about it. Ella Marquez is an American transgender author. Was born in Portugal in 1956 as a man, but now she's a beautiful transgender woman activist and also being there for our community. She went into different universities and also into the Rosary Board School of Switzerland, studying mechanical engineer in London, and she spent a lot of time of her life in Switzerland. But Ella sometimes lived in Paris, in Brazil. So Ella, let me ask you something. How is that life be so busy for a long time? Oh my God, I can't believe that's a busy life.
Yes, I had a beautiful life. And I mean, sorry, I had, and I hope to have it still in the future. I'm
Yes,
not there
you will.
yet, you know. No, but I had a great life. I'm a little bit of a crazy person. I have three nationalities. I'm Portuguese, Swiss, and American. Got three passports. I speak seven languages. I've lived in six different countries, and I've seen approximately one third of every single country in this world. So I think I've got something to write about. I certainly have quite a lot of experience there, you know. And I've been traveling all my life too much too much, you know.
Yeah, that's too much. But first of all, I would like to start with that big icon on your life. That how was that getting to electronical engineer? Let me check it out. So you
Elect-
went into the mechanical engineer, yeah, in London. How was that? And because I understand that at that time maybe you still was a gay person or a gay male. So I want to know, like, maybe how is that possibility to be in a different country that you was born, and also accepting yourself, fighting yourself inside you.
Sure. I will tell you a little bit of how I did all this, you know. Okay, I was born in Portugal. Then I went to university in London and did mechanical engineer. And I became a specialist in materials. Okay. And then later on, I worked with various companies selling machines and selling materials, materials mostly plastic type of materials. And I became actually quite a specialist in one thing called thermoset materials. And then later on, I started my career making insulation materials for very large motors and very large generators. And that's what I still do. I've got two companies which actually we make parts for very large generators. So um,
Absolutely.
that comes from my knowledge of materials, and that's how it goes. So I learned a lot. So if you read my first book, I was born a boy um,
From
from
Venus.
from Venus. I explain a little bit. Yes, I remember that so well. Uh, I,
That's an
I
amazing
I
picture.
talk about
Yes.
my history. I talk about where I come from, all the crazy things I did, revolution, Portuguese Revolution, um, boarding school in Switzerland, you know, many different things, going to live in Switzerland, living in England, even living, coming to the United States. So that book tells a little bit, some my autobiography. I published the book in 2017. I actually presented in Unity Coalition in 2018. I've been, you know, many people have read the book right now. I had some actually quite nice, what do you call that, reviews from Herald, Miami Herald, and
Yes.
other things. It was quite a nice book.
We can
So that
see
was
on
my
your.
first book. It was really an autobiography about, you know, what I did from the beginning, you know. So you
Absolutely.
can read
Yes.
it, go to Amazon, look for Ella Marquez, and you find a hell of a lot of things. Anyway, if you Google me, you'll find a hell of a lot of stuff about me. I I am an activist for the transgender community. I do a lot for the transgender community. I am part of a group now called Trans Gurus. We started last year. We've got almost 7,000 followers, and from all over the world. We have the city which look at us the most is Albuquerque, New Mexico. Then it's New York. Then it's Miami and Fort Lauderdale. And then we've got Sydney, Australia. We've got from you name the country, there are people looking at us.
That's
So,
very awesome.
yeah, we are very pleased. We are very happy with the response. It has been really quite incredible.
Congratulations for that, Ella. And I know that you've been in the community for a few years fighting for our rights. And the best thing is because you teach us, new generation, we are learning how to survive because everything is getting worse and the life is getting hard. So we know how to survive, how to educate other communities and other generation. And this is your goal. This is why we learn from you how to treat people, how to be better person, how to go in your life and accept yourself, and shine down like a diamond because the way that you're doing, honey, you're shining like a diamond. It is what it is.
Absolutely. In Trans Gurus, we are 5 gurus, okay? There is Bonnie, Jimmy, Christian, Raj, and myself. We've got some other people. Lauren is in the back. She's kind of our camera person. And what we try is to give tips to our community about HRT, about dating, about going out as a transgender person, and we are very, very positive. Everything is based on positiveness and how can we be better as a transgender person? How can you communicate with other transgender people? But everything really, we are not political. We don't take any religious sides. It's just about positiveness and giving positiveness. You have to be yourself to be positive and to be positive for everything.
It is true. Ella, now that you're talking about the trans group and your participation in this amazing talk show, because I see on social media and it's been around for a few months and you guys have 1,000 of followers. So let me ask you something. Is that a recommendation that you guys are having in that trans group? Is that a recommendation, as you said, especially for transgender or binary, gender non-binary? They can identify also within the trans group.
So we try to cater for all the transgender community. That means transgender men, transgender women, girls, and at all ages. Let's put it this way. Non-binary, I think the non-binary are very, very important part of our community, and we really would like to. But as well, intersex, the cross-dressers that see themselves as transgender, and so on. So we try to cater for all the people which are within the transgender community. It's very important as well that we have in our poll a transgender man that he can represent more about the trans masculine side. We do have some issues trying to find a person which actually comes, but we really would like to have someone which is non-binary as well there. It's very important too, because it's a voice of us, and we are united and we fight for for our rights, and it's important that we get our rights, mainly these days where so many issues are coming.
Especially in this time of COVID-19 that everybody is having mental illness. We have a lot of disparity for depression. There are so many people that, as I said in the beginning, that people that doesn't have any income. So it's very, very hard for our, not only the transgender community, for all the LGBT community. So in the meantime, Ella, just give me 2 seconds to announce that we want to continue helping our transgender community. That's why Unity Coalition is going to launch on September 2nd, Transparent and Preparing for a Healthy Life, which means that we're going to talk about prevention, HIV, everything that you need to know just to stay safe during especially this time. And what do you need to know? As Ella said, the trans group is giving you every day that they have their live streaming. It gives you a knowledge. It gives you more learning how you act in your community. Probably you are home alone, but you're not. We are sharing our stories with you, and I want you to follow Trans Guru on Facebook, follow Ella on Instagram, and also visit her website because she have a lot of information for you so you can get inspired about what happened with her life and also how you can move, especially in this time. Because one of the books that she have is A Boy from Venus, and also Eva's War is an amazing book. So can you tell me about the Eva's War?
Sure, I will tell you. I have to tell you, these are children from COVID. I'll explain you why. I wrote I was born a boy from Venus in 2017, and then I had about three-quarters of the book finished for a long time. This book here, which you cannot see very well, which is called Coming Home to Venus, which is a little bit autobiography as well, because it says everything about my transition from, I will read you something about this book, but everything
sure.
from my
Yes.
transition from the beginning, from gender dysphoria up to SRS. Okay. So it tells a hell of a lot about transition, and it is very good for transgender people to follow up what you have to do, the problems with your documents, everything. But we can go a little bit. And then when there was the COVID-19, I could not travel. So I was home, and instead of being miserable, I decided to finish my book because it was really, it was time that I finished it. So I finished it pretty fast because it was almost finished. And then I liked it so much that I wrote the third book, which is called Eva's World. Eva's World is nothing to do with the biography. It's a novel. It's a novel of Eva. Eva is a transgender woman, of course. Like me, she's a well-traveled transgender woman, and she's pansexual. What does it mean, pansexual? Well, she had affairs with men, she had affairs with women, she had affairs with trans men, she had affairs as well with trans women. So, it's all about the hearts and not the parts. And that is so important in our community because love is love.
Of course.
And that's what we are all about, And this book is really quite interesting because it shows that transgender people can have normal lives. We are normal people,
Yes.
When you see sometimes what happens on Netflix and many other videos, they always portray transgender people as weirdos. It's not true. It's absolutely not true. We are normal people. We are living people. We are not freaks, And
Yes.
this is something which is right now, I think, the most important thing that we have to portray is that transgender people are normal people. They have normal lives. I know many people, many transgender women, which have gone stealth, because they are afraid of being, having issues. And I suppose most cis people would never know how many transgender people they actually do know without knowing that they are transgender. But
Ella,
we are
let
absolutely.
me ask you something personal. For
Sure.
you, all your career and all your knowledge professional that you have, what is that recommendation that you have for a transgender individual that right now is trying to get, let's say, out of the closet, being there, accepting themselves as the person that they want to be? But so many times during or in our transgender community, we said that it is not necessary just to continue with your education because you could do so many things. What you can tell about us is that education to help you to be a better person being a transgender?
Look, I think I am a very much believer that people have to have some kind of basis, you see, and that will help you throughout your life. I think education is something very, very positive People should have a good education. And, these days, we are very well admitted. People welcome us.
Yes.
So come out as a normal person, make your normal life. It's like everybody else. Some people want to do extreme jobs. Some people want to
Yeah.
have normal jobs. I tell you, in our community, we've got everything. We've got engineers, we've got doctors, we've got rocket scientists, we have prostitutes, we've got everything, but we are all beautiful.
Exactly. If somebody decides just to be out there and accepting themselves as a transgender, my recommendation personally for people that they are not transgender, they're ally, they want to support you. You don't need to tell somebody, oh, that's my friend and she's a transgender. No, because you're exposing this person out there. So when this person decides just to dress as the person that they want to represent, let it be. Respect, teach other people, this is my friend, this is Carla, this is Camila. Don't try to tag person in something or put in a category on a label, because we don't want to be in a label. We want to be, as Alice says, we are human, we are smart, we are gorgeous, honey, we are super,
You
right?
are gorgeous.
That's the best part. We are gorgeous, honey. We are. Ella,
My
can you
Harry
do me a
Potter.
favor, please? Can you read one piece of the book, the first book that you wrote?
Okay. If you want to see one of the important things about my first book, I Was Born a Boy from Venus, I will just give you a short. um,
Don't worry, take your time. In the
a
meantime, let me
short
recommend to
content.
my people so they can get your. Go ahead, take your time. So, in the meantime, let me recommend to you all that you can get your Unity and Diversity T-shirt for only $20.20. Yes, honey, it's only 20 dollars and 20 cents. Eat $20.20. Yes, get $20.20. Send them to Unity Coalition as your donation and get free delivery inside the US. Your Unity and Diversity T-shirt with a mask. So you can put on it as soon as you get it, open the box, put that mask, wear that t-shirt, honey, and take a picture and send them to Unity Coalition so you can be part of our amazing program. Remember, October 1 to the 15th is Celebrate Orgullo, which is the Miami Hispanic and Indigenous Pride Festival since 2011. Go ahead and check it out, celebrateorgullo.com, so you get more information. Don't miss this opportunity, October 1st to the 15th. The 2nd of October is going to be the 1,000 of the, 1,000 star. So go ahead and get it, because we have artists from all around the world. And Ella is gonna be part of a night of 1,000, each of 1,000 stars. So let me invite you again. Night of 1,000 stars, La Noche de las Mil Estrellas. Spanish and English, don't worry. Remember, Friday, October 2nd, 7 p.m. on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook Live by Unity Coalition. And don't forget to subscribe in our YouTube channel, Unity Coalition, and put that subscriber and subscription. Remember, September, preparing for a healthy life, the new talk show on Wednesday for our transgender community. Support, resources, conversation you can trust and understand. Starting on Wednesday, every Wednesday, 4 p.m., September 2nd, 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Facebook Live, Unity Coalition, YouTube, and of course, other companies that they are support. So Ella, are you ready?
Okay, I will make a little introduction about my first book. Okay,
Of course. Go
so
ahead.
if you go to the table of contents, the first one is finally coming home to Venus. So it is actually a summary of everything I've done. But this time I started with the end, so that was coming home to Venus, becoming myself.
Okay, perfect.
And it tells about the acceptance from my family, Being a transgender and acceptance is such an important thing. And, I was very lucky that I had a wonderful family, or I have a wonderful family that has been accepting me from the beginning. They were really supportive.
I'm happy
And
that
then
you
I
got that
start,
support.
and then I start with a little bit of my past. So I was born in the Golden Pram. I was born in Portugal. Nice family. Afterwards, boarding school in Switzerland, which is very interesting because many of my friends, probably some of them are looking now. We've got a very tight relationship with this school still. Even my business partner, she went to the same school as I was, so you can see. Not at the same time though.
Yes.
The Carnation Revolution, that was the revolution in Portugal in 1974, so you can see how old I am. London calling, so I went to London afterwards. A new life in a known country, that means I went back to Switzerland and living in Switzerland. Then I was the first attempt to be myself. That means back in the 90s, I had my first attempt to be full-time transgender woman. Didn't work very well. You can see it in the book why. A new country, a new life. We were in France for a while, lived in France for a while. Traveling and sailing. One of my big loves is sailing. And I'll describe a little bit about sailing and some of my friends that we sailed with. Back to the Alps. Time to change continents. That's when I came to the United States about 10 years ago. And then there is a conclusion about being a transgender. So you see, it's very much what I did actually before my transition. Coming Help to Venus is the continuation, okay?
So wait a minute. So if the people read the first book, they have just to get the second one so they can continue with the story, honey. Because if you got the first one, you're gonna be like, there is an missing part. So I want to encourage all of you, go to Amazon right now and get the second book from Ella Marquez so you don't miss the story, honey, because this is a continue. It's a continue. So go ahead.
So the second book actually is more aimed at giving some help for transgender people. I am talking the story of my transition. So first chapter is actually called Everything to be an Addict. I was an addict. I was smoking 2 packages of cigarettes a day. I was doing everything to be an addict just to forget myself. I was not addict in respect of drugs, but I was, or alcohol. Well, I drank heavily, but I was really an addict. And then I knew
so don't worry. We all social. We all social distant, but social drinker. So
absolutely. Then it's called I knew I had gender dysphoria, so I went through the whole process of finding that I had gender dysphoria. So this is something that all the transgender people go through.
And it's a very important thing to the transgender person to get that fighting. Yes.
The magic of HRT. It's the other one. Hormone replacement therapy. That is so important for a transgender person. That's like giving life to a baby, you know.
Collagen, honey. We need that collagen.
Becoming my real self. So the way you present yourself, everything that you do to try to accommodate. And then you've got acceptance, fears, and demons. So one of the most important thing when you are transitioning is how you look at yourself from the eyes of others. And this is a big, big issue. Because you put yourself in positions that they're not there. They're just simply not there. People look at you the way you are. They don't look at you from your eyes.
It's true. And do you know, well, I know that you know more than I, that most of the time we're being judged just for the appearance, just for how outside you are. People just like gonna say, oh, they're this, they're that. They're trying to put you in a category, in a label, in a group. But as soon as they know who you are and you start talking and giving, show the performers, honey, it's just like you have 1 second to kill this day, honey. Okay, I have just 2 seconds. Bam, boom, that's it. So as soon as they know more about you, they're gonna be like, "Oh wow, that's really interesting about you," you
Correct.
know. It's like usually happen with me. Usually happen with me. So I know that most of my transgender individual sisters and friends, they've been passing for that, and it's absolutely so. That's why you all have to read the second book for Ella Marquez and follow her on Instagram so you can identify. Because I've been looking so many times, me being a transgender, I doesn't find that patch or the way how to present myself out there because sometimes maybe I don't have the education and I don't have the possibility because being a transgender is not cheap. It is expensive,
Yes,
as
it
you
is.
know. It's still and will be expensive every day. So for a person that they want to find, get your HRT is expensive. Get everything that you change clothes from male to female. It is fashionist and expensive. Nails, makeup, hair. So it is very hard. So I want to encourage you, all of you, to read the second book for Ella Marquez so you can identify what's going on. If you're a transgender, go and check it out, Trans Guru. It will give you some, concept information so you can identify. And especially in this time during the COVID-19, that the transgender population is being a target. With being a target, we're having a lot of like discriminations. And it is the time to identify and help each other. So go ahead, Ella.
Okay. Next chapter is called procedure. So what are you were just talking about? Money, 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 money.
Wow. Wow. Yes, go. I love that one.
So the next one is called paperwork because believe it or not, to change your paper is complicated.
To have the
It's
name
not
change and
easy.
everything because it's hard.
Mainly with a person like me, which has 3 different nationalities. So it gets very complicated.
It is very complicated. What about if you got three different names? Ella, Ella, and oh my God, that's gonna be
No,
like,
my official name is Flora Manuela Figueroa Marquez. My pen name is called Ella Marquez. So that's my pen name.
oh, okay.
Okay. And then breaking the ties. And this is a point which is very important. And you have to understand that sometimes the families don't accept everything or things change. This is something about breaking ties. Something about I divorced my wife. It's something that can happen, and you have to be aware of that because unfortunately it's still very widespread. New life, new beginning, and then it's called the final step to Venus. So the final step to Venus is actually SRS for me. Sex reassignment or gender reassignment surgery. I'll read you a little bit about this. And then you've got opening the new world, beginning on Venus. When I had after my SRS, I have to tell you, for me it was a life-changing thing. And there's something else that one has to understand very well is that with transgender, there is sometimes a little bit change as well in your sexuality. So you have to take that into consideration.
Yes.
So if you want, I'll read a little bit of the part when I did my surgery. Okay.
Okay. Go.
So I'm not a very good reader, so
No, no,
excuse me.
no. We enjoy it. This is like a therapy, spiritual and more romantic, honey. So go for it. Go for it. We
Okay.
all want it.
I said the day came after a difficult 24 hours purging my stomach on a prescribed liquid diet. Again, I was picked up from the hotel and driven to the clinic of Dr. Chetwood. So I had my SRS in Thailand with Dr. Chetwood. When I arrived, I was escorted to a room on the first floor, stripped naked and prepared for the intervention with the usual blue surgery open dress, and was waiting there for some hours in a comfortable special room. Suddenly the door opened. The nurse came and said, "Well, how do you feel? It's your time. You are going to become the woman you always want to be. Are you ready?"
I
Yes,
can
I'm ready.
wait.
Wow. After so many years, the dreams of I was finally going to be complete. But there was as well a lot of fears. What if something goes wrong? What if it was time for the truth? Come on, let's go then. The nurse took me into the room next door. I had already been given quite a lot of medication, so I was not really in a position to walk. I was taken to the next room on a bed with rolling. The room next door was an operation theater. There they transferred me to the operation table. There were a couple of people waiting for me. One was Dr. Chetwood, and the other was the anesthetist that I recognized from the person who had been driving me from the airport to the hotel. I mean, it's a family thing. It's incredible. They all work together. There were also two nurses, all having a very clean and safe surgical gear. Ready for the change?
Yes.
Asked Dr. Chetwood. Ready as I can be. Okay, I'm going to give you an injection, and you are going to have sweet dreams, said the anesthetist. As he injected me with some medicine, it did not take long for me to be knocked out. Later, I was slowly waking up. I opened my eyes. I had no pain, but I could not move either. Slowly, my vision cleared, and I tried to see what was going on.
Yes.
The last memories I had were in the operation room. So I could see I was back in the prep room. I moved my head. It was not easy, but slowly I was coming back to life. Very soon, a nurse came in. "Hi, how are you feeling after your birth?" she said. "The surgery went very well. There were great results. You'll see them soon." It took 8.5 hours.
Wow.
"Hi," I think I murmured. I was not completely awake.
You was
Now
drunk.
you
Let's
are
say
under
that
the
one.
now you are still influenced of the anesthesia, so you should not have much pain. Uh, we will transfer you to another room very soon. Soon I was transferred to another room in the same clinic, and it was a regular room with some kind of central television surveillance so that they could see me all the time by the nurses. I had no idea of the time, but at that point I wake up. This time the pain was pretty high. Well, it carries on describing I didn't have any painkillers. I had a little bit of pain in the beginning, um, but I was so happy. And the
I
first time I
can
saw my new
tell.
parts, wow, that's something special.
That's pretty amazing. And the way that you're telling your story is just emotional and describe every single feeling. And I hope that most of the people that they're readers, they can have that feeling. They can and they can find it a way like I want to do it. I really want to do it because there's people that have that in common. They don't feel um in that position. But as soon as they read for somebody that got that experience, it will be amazing. You open the door, as I said, you open the door for 1,000 of people, and it's
Sure.
not only for you or for us. It's coming generation by generation, and tell them that. If I did, yes, honey, you could do it. You could do it as well. So Ella, let's talk about the Amazon account that you have. Is people have to they have they can buy each book by each book, or they have to access to your account so you can they can find all the books that you've been reading,
No,
the three books that you read?
you go to you go to Amazon.com. You just write Ella Marquez, the same name that is written down there, and you've got all my books. You can go to my authors page where you can see everything that I wrote, and you've got all the three books. So you can buy them in paperback, or you can buy them in Kindle.
Virtual.
Yeah. By the
No.
way, I want to tell something very important to
Yeah.
everybody which is listening. My choice was to make SRS. It's not necessary to make SRS. Everybody's different. And we are a group of people which are accept people as they are. Only about 10% of transgender people actually have SRS. But you are just as good if you don't have it. It's up to you. Some people want to do it, some people don't want to do it. It's your choice. Okay? I hope that with my experience, you can see what it means. But this is my experience, and
Of
we are
course.
all different, but very similar.
Awesome, and thank you so much for sharing with us. As I said, you're teaching our community how to be better
Mhm.
and every day improve. As like Ella says, everybody, let me tell you, not all the transgender individual we want to get into reassignment surgery. Not all of them they want it. Not all of them they require. It's depend of you. And let me tell you that SRS doesn't define you as the woman of the person that you are. You can be the person that you are. That person have it. It doesn't make you less or better than that person. You still that a woman. The only thing that I wanna
Absolutely.
encourage you is be respect. Be respect each other between the transgender, because there's sometimes that when you got some kind of like change in your body physically, there are so many transgender they don't feel comfortable because they don't have the presentation. And no, honey, don't pay attention to anything like that. You are like me, you gorgeous. Put some make on it, get some nails, and shine dime like a diamond. So as I said, Unity Coalition is going to help you with your transgender community. You want to be a transgender, you want to be out there, you want to get into the life, into your new life. This is a talk show for you preparing for a healthy life. Support, resources, conversation, and everything that you can trust and understand, especially for the time of this COVID-19. Talking about PrEP, prevention, HIV, STD, hormones, more mental illness, everything for our transgender, gender non-conforming, and gender non-binary. Starting every Wednesday, 4 p.m. on Facebook Live Eastern Standard Time and 1 p.m. Pacific Time. YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So don't forget to follow us and subscribe into the YouTube channel. Ella, how we can find you on Instagram?
So Ella Marcus is in Instagram, and of course in Facebook.
Okay, so you got the fan page so people can follow you. I'm gonna be your fan for now to go one. Uh-huh.
So my third book is called Eva's World. Whoops, where is it? Yeah.
Can you give it us a little bit of Eva's words?
Okay. Eva's World, I was telling before, it's the story of Eva. Eva has three friends. So it's a little bit, like Sex and the City. There are four
Yeah,
girls, they come
honey, we
together,
all love that. We all
but
love
it is
that.
a modern Sex and the City. So there are two cis women and two transgender women.
Okay, that's gonna
Eva
be
is post-op. Victoria is the other transgender. She is pre-op, so she hasn't had the surgery. And the other cis women, they are cis women, okay? So they come regularly together. They are school friends. They talk about their lives and their loves and their trips. And Eva is a businesswoman. She's very international, so you see the parallels.
I
So
hope
uh,
that soon we can see a reality show or a reality show about Eva's Wars, so they can identify, honey, this is Eva Wars reality show. It's coming to the reality, so
so she has boyfriends, she has girlfriends, she has trans boyfriends, she has trans girlfriends, she has more or less everything. So it goes a lot about one very essential theme about dating, because being a transgender person, and even you have a post-op, sometime you have to tell, you know what, uh, I was born a boy.
we really don't want to say it, but sometimes you gotta say it. It is necessary to say it.
Correct. So if you are post-op, it's easier because you don't have to say straight away. You and I mean, men would not even know the difference. but but
It will know the difference. So I don't know if it's Ella still see me. In the meantime, that we are collecting this because this is live and everything can happen, you all. So in the meantime, that we are waiting for Ella connection just to getting off. Let me connect with my people, and you have time to participate in our amazing events, the mask and the unity and diversity. Yes, you are only $20.20. Go to unitycoalition.org and oops, you can get your Unity and Diversity t-shirt for only donation of $20.20. Yes, because it's the 2020, honey. That makes sense. 2020, $20.20. $20. So yes, with $20.20, get your Unity and Diversity t-shirt. As soon as you get, put that mask on, put that mask on, and take a picture. Send it to Unity Coalition so you can be part of this group of people. We have 1,000 of followers and we have 1,000 of people participating in Wear That Mask. That's the campaign for Unity Coalition, and we all gonna see Unity Coalition program out there on the Miami City. Continue with the COVID-19. My people, service community, LGBT, we lost our job. There is no income. So I want you to help me. Go to unitycoalition.org and donate. Make your donation, make your tips. Your bartenders, your waiters, your dancers, all of them, we got our money. So let's continue tips them and helping. Unitycoalition.org, go to donation and using your PayPal, Cash App, whatever you have on cash, we accept all of them. So go and donate unitycoalition.org for our community. Micro giving fund coronavirus, honey, is gonna still here and the numbers are getting high. So keep your mask on. Wash your hands. Wash your hands every time that you go in out. Wash your hands. Yes, everybody. Remember that we are here and this is UCTV. This is the program that we are doing for you. Enjoy it every day, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's not every day. It's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 4 p.m. on Eastern Standard Time, and then on 5 p.m. Instagram and YouTube. Don't forget to visit our website, unitycoalition.org, and click on the bottom right here so you see subscribe, and this is for the YouTube channel, and follow that Instagram account as well. Ella was our guest for today, and reminded to the people, next Wednesday, next Monday, next Friday, UCTV is here. Next Monday, August 24, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Facebook Live, Unity Coalition. Birthday celebration for our Marsha P. Johnson. Coming out and take up space Monday, August 24, 4 p.m. until Reclaim the Pier for Our Ancestors. Pier 46, hosted by Stars. Wear a mask, food, and good vibes. That's going to be collaboration by Unity Coalition, UCTV, and of course, Unity Coalition, Gilead, Ambiente Magazine, and all the sponsors that make this possible. This is what I mean? Yes, this is the end of the show. Everybody, let me remind you, go to unitycoalition.org, make your donation, order Unity and Diversity t-shirts, and also connecting to October 1st to the 15th. We are celebrating Celebrando Orgullo. Va a haber música, baile, artistas, autores, performers, gente de todas partes del mundo van a estar conectados aquí octubre 2 a las 7 de la noche en nuestra noche de las 1000 estrellas. Esta es mi recomendación para toda mi gente, mi gente brasilera, corazón, adoré. Para mi gente del español, los quiero, los adoro. No se olviden de visitar nuestra página web y seguirnos en el botoncito del YouTube y en nuestra cuenta de Instagram. Esto ha sido todo por hoy. This is my time to say bye. I'm your host, Samantha Letois, and I hope to see you next time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 4 p.m. here on Facebook Live, because UCTV is music, entertainment, television, and of course, me, I'm gorgeous. See you next time. Hope you all